Welcome to Concrete Block, the podcast where we dive into the latest news and current events shaping our world. I'm your host, Walter. Today, we're starting with a developing story that's making waves in the global energy market. The United States has intensified its blockade on Venezuela, with U.S. forces boarding one tanker and pursuing another. This move is part of President Trump's efforts to choke off the Maduro government's key revenue stream. According to reports, the U.S. Coast Guard boarded the Centuries tanker in the Caribbean, which was carrying about 2 million barrels of Venezuelan crude. This is the first non-sanctioned vessel to be targeted by the U.S. Meanwhile, U.S. forces are also pursuing the Bella 1, which was en route to Venezuela. The situation has sparked a significant increase in oil prices, with West Texas Intermediate trading as high as $58 a barrel on Monday. The geopolitical tensions are being closely watched by investors and energy analysts, who are weighing the potential impact on global supplies. Venezuela has rejected the U.S. accusations of involvement in drug trafficking, saying that the U.S. is pursuing its natural resources. The country still has the world's largest crude reserves, but its exports now account for less than 1% of global demand. We'll continue to monitor this situation and bring you updates as more information becomes available. In the meantime, gold and silver prices have soared to all-time highs due to the escalating geopolitical tensions. It's a complex and multifaceted story, and we'll be exploring it in more depth throughout the show. We'll be right back with more of today's top news on Concrete Block. Welcome back to Concrete Block. We're diving into the world of politics and foreign policy in our middle segment today. A recent report has highlighted the key players shaping U.S. foreign policy under the current administration. From trade wars to diplomatic efforts, these individuals are making significant contributions to the country's global stance. Let's take a look at some of the notable figures mentioned. Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent is playing a pivotal role in trade talks with China, while also being instrumental in using U.S. statecraft to serve the administration's political purposes. Meanwhile, First Lady Melania Trump has been involved in diplomatic efforts to reunite Ukrainian children abducted by Russia with their families, even establishing an open line of communication with Russian leader Vladimir Putin. Other key players include White House Chief of Staff Susie Wiles, who operates largely behind the scenes but holds significant influence over U.S. foreign policy. Additionally, figures like Jared Kushner and Steve Bessent are making waves in the world of international diplomacy, with their business dealings and personal relationships raising questions about potential conflicts of interest. It's essential to note that the complexities of U.S. foreign policy involve a multitude of factors and stakeholders. As we continue to navigate the ever-changing global landscape, it's crucial to remain informed and engaged in the discussions surrounding these critical issues. As we explore the intricacies of U.S. foreign policy, it's clear that the actions and decisions of these key players will have far-reaching consequences. We'll be keeping a close eye on these developments and bringing you updates as more information becomes available. Welcome back to Concrete Block. As we wrap up today's show, let's take a closer look at the fascinating story of Elon Musk, the billionaire entrepreneur who's been making headlines with his innovative ventures and sometimes controversial statements. Musk's year has been marked by significant milestones, including the growth of SpaceX's satellite internet service, Starlink, which now connects 8 million customers to the internet. This achievement is a testament to Musk's vision for expanding access to technology and pushing the boundaries of what's possible. On the other hand, his company Tesla has faced challenges, with sales of its current lineup and product strategy feeling tired and overambitious. One of the most interesting aspects of Musk's story is his complex relationship with politics and government contracts. SpaceX has secured lucrative deals with Washington, including a $5.9 billion contract to support the U.S. Space Force through 2029. However, relying on government contracts can be tricky, especially when global politicians seem willing to flip their allegiances on a dime. Musk's personal brand has also been under scrutiny, with some critics arguing that his foray into politics and social media has done lasting damage to his reputation. Nevertheless, he remains one of the most influential and successful entrepreneurs of our time, with a net worth that continues to grow. As we consider Musk's story, it's essential to approach it with nuance and balance. While he's undoubtedly a visionary leader, his actions and statements have sparked controversy and debate. As we move forward, it will be interesting to see how Musk navigates the complex landscape of technology, politics, and public opinion. That's all for today's Concrete Block. Remember to like, share, and subscribe, and until next time, stay informed.